Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Shawn and I welcome you back to the Mango Grower Daily Bitcoin USD analysis video. It's a beautiful, beautiful day over here. The sun is out, the sun is bright, and Bitcoin showing us its bearish appetite. Bitcoin taking a leg down, and not all too surprising now, is it? In yesterday's video, we talked about just this. We warned you guys. Do not get too excited over here. I do not want you falling into positions over here. It is time to be patient, wait your turn, and hey, what do you know? You didn't have to be patient for too long, right? Bitcoin taking the leg down almost immediately. Towards the end of the video, actually, we saw Bitcoin break that neckline on the lower time frames, and we had that measured move for around 9,900, and hey, further continuation we did see after that. So we will be discussing that today. But guys, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is when everybody tends to make the wrong moves. When they're supposed to be waiting for the pullback, they end up buying at the top, and when they're supposed to be buying the pullbacks, they sit and they miss the opportunities, and then it ends up being a never-ending cycle, because then the price runs away from them and blah blah blah. You know how it goes, right? The price runs away from you. You think, oh my god, I should have bought there, and then you start buying higher and higher. It's just a never-ending cycle. I've been there when I started, guys. I've been through all the motions. The key is to sit down, recognize those emotions over time, start taking notes of your emotions, so the next time that happens, next time you feel those emotions, you recognize them and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I know what's happening to me over here. Nope, I'm not going to let my emotions rule me. All right, so the question though is it time to be a buyer, or is it time to still be patient? You guys know that so far things have gone very, very well for us, right? We took our first trade over here on this big trend trade right over here after breaking that 4-day ascending triangle to the upside. We got the retest after being very, very patient. Was I worried price would run away from me? Of course I was, but if it did, I would let it. But hey, price came down on us a good 10%, and we got that position, got the up thrust, and then even over here, the daily 200 MA, we were patient. We knew we were going to, you don't know anything's going to happen in the market, but there's a high probability we get that rejection. We got the rejection, got out somewhere around here, re-added everything over here, right? And more. The patience has been paying off thus far. Now, through all of this movement over here, did we know exactly what was going to happen? No, but we played it the mango way. If this, then that. This could have broken down over here on this red horizontal red box. So we could have broken down and see further continuation to the downside, 8,700, 8,500 perhaps, but we didn't see that. This ended up being a massive bear trap, right? Which is why we held on to our position, because at this point we weren't willing to lose our position. We added over here on this yellow territory, and what were we thinking about the entire time? Well, we are thinking about now, hey guys, we just added a new position. We're going to do it the mango way. We will get out of the position if it doesn't go our way, but if it does go our way, we will let it ride. It went our way, we let it ride, and now it's coming down, and I'm still holding on to the position. Okay, I'm still holding on to the position. In fact, it's around this time where I'm beginning to think about adding to my position again. And by the way, guys, so far it may seem like I have the perfect trade going, because we got position over here, up thrust, position over here, up thrust, and position over here, up thrust. But if you think about it, over here, right, we were actually playing it the mango way. If this then that, we were looking to add either around 8,800, 8,900 if we come down over there, or if we broke to the upside, we would be adding somewhere over here. Right now, it's great that Bitcoin has been so generous and has been giving us these really, really good retests. But if you think about it, the perfect trade would have been if Bitcoin came down somewhere over here, or if I bought on this horizontal over here, right? For example, if I actually bought the monthly retest of the 10 SMA, this was the monthly retest of the 10 SMA, that would have been also a great buy. But you don't need to be perfect, man. It seems perfect as things start going in your way, but I want you guys to think about this. Let's say we break down from over here, okay? We break down over here, we break back into this red box territory. I would have been I wouldn't say I would be wrong about this trade, but I would have at the very least given up all of these profits, right? Because I haven't taken any profits in this area. The only time I took money out of the market was against that daily 200 moving average, and not even on the top over here. I took it when we lost the daily 10 SMA. I waited patiently, right? I hedged that position, okay? I didn't even get rid of that position, because I'm so averse to losing position, that what I did was I took the opposite position on a different futures contract. But I hedged that position. That was the only time, and because it was part of the plan. But over here too, what's part of the plan? Part of the plan is me allowing the price to come down on me. I'm looking to be buying over here now. I'll be looking for a higher low over here. We'll be talking about that in today's video. But I could be wrong about that. And the trend could end as soon as we lose this level over here, guys, or we even tick below 9,510-ish. I'm wrong about the trend continuing, and I'll take whatever profits I have thus far. I would have given up this much of my profits, a good 5-6%. That's a good $600, maybe more, right? Depending on where I actually manage to get out. And I'll be fine. And that's it seems perfect while it's going your way, right? But you need to be sitting through downs like this. I sat through this down over here as well. Well, this was pretty much sideways. It was more me paying funding that pissed me off. Apologies for my French, but yeah, going back to some actual real technical analysis, I really want to talk about the psychology of all of this, guys. I know a lot of you might be thinking, man, he's rambling on this over and over again. Why is he showing off? I'm not showing off. I'm not showing off. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that there's more psychology involved in this than just technical analysis, right? The technical analysis will take you only so far. But if you start trying to overtrade it, you start trying to be too smart, you start trying to be too cute, you're going to lose out on big opportunities. And these big opportunities, they come only once in a while. But they pay off big, which is why I say you could lose 60% of the time, but still outtrade most traders. Now, for some real technical analysis, Bitcoin coming down over here, just like we expected, right? This is very classic of Bitcoin, shooting past that 10,000 level. Everybody starts posting GIFs and images of Bitcoin over 10,000 and all that nonsense. And what do you have right away? Bitcoin crushing through that level. And this does look very bearish, but it's not. The big picture is not bearish at all. If you do look at the lower time frames, you're going to feel like Bitcoin is bearish right now. But as long as we're living about this area, guys, as long as we are putting in lows above 9,520, I can't be bearish on this, man. No matter what, I have to hold on to my position and I have to stick to my trend trade as long as we are doing that. Now, if we start closing candles underneath this box over here, then I'll be getting out of my position that I added over here, and I'll likely be looking to hedge a significant part of my portion of my trade that I got over here, a significant part, but not all of it, because I do think we will then be switching on to weekly consolidation, and that may actually have massive opportunities on itself, okay? But we'll get to that when that happens. For now, we are looking at this picture over here. Bitcoin has come down a good what is that? A good $500 now. Is that going to show a pullback opportunity, pullback to the upside, I mean, or is Bitcoin going to have further continuation? That is the question. If you guys do remember, on our video from yesterday, please go ahead and watch that video. I do believe I rambled less in that video and there's more technical analysis, but we talked about this 10 SMA right over here coming up onto price action or the 21 EMA, one of the two, right? So let's again go ahead and clean this up for you guys. So guys, the mango ribbon is completely free. Just go ahead and shoot me or Krisha, preferably Krisha, because I've been getting way too many PMs recently and it's been hard to keep up. I'm trying my best though, and we'll give you guys access. So yeah, one of two things in my opinion could happen. If Bitcoin took its time, then I was looking for the 21 EMA to come up to the red box right over here, and then Bitcoin come and meet it, right? The other situation, the first scenario, was that Bitcoin does not take its time coming down and comes down almost immediately and comes to meet the 10 SMA, right? And that's what's happening, right? If this, then that. You have these scenarios panned out in your head, and that way you're not headstrong on just one scenario, right? In fact, I had three scenarios. The third scenario is Bitcoin just having continuing on over the upside and having a massive move, but that was the least likely among the three in my opinion. the 21 EMA would have been the most beautiful. Okay, would have been the most beautiful. This, I think, was the most probable, coming down to meet the 10 SMA. Now the question is, do we actually bounce off the 10 SMA? Okay, do we actually get a front run on the 10 SMA, or do we break past the 10 SMA and actually meet the 21? Now all of those, now is the next branch of the probability. This is how you play it. It's always you take it one step at a time and you assess the probability of things happening. So the 10 SMA is coming in around 9,600, 9,000, let's say 9,580 to 9,600. You want to look at that level. Don't ever get too nitpicky with your lines, with your levels or your price levels. We also have the 21 EMA coming in over there at 9,640. Okay, so 9,600 becoming a key area. We've lost the 10 SMA on the 12 hour, which is, again, you guys know the play. Everybody who's been following Mango knows this play over here. Lose the 10 SMA, close another candle over the 10 SMA. Next probable play is to meet the 21 EMA on the 12 hour, right? So I'll be looking at this level over here. Lines up with the red box territory, also lines up with the 10 SMA on the daily. We also have, I believe, the 4-hour Kijun right over there. Yep, 4-hour Kijun also coming right over there, 9,640. So yeah, I'm really liking this. Am I recording? Okay, thank God I'm recording. Okay, so 4-hour 10 SMA is, sorry, the 4-hour Kijun is there, the 12-hour 21 EMA is right over there, and the daily 10 SMA is right over there as well. Let's go ahead and look at the 1 hour, 200 moving average right over there. Okay, so a lot coming in over here, full disclosure, by the way, I only have one position filled out of 3. Okay, I'm looking to be buying this entire zone from around here to here. Okay, just very similar to what I was doing during the weekly 21 EMA, guys. Right over here, when we were patient, and sorry, this was right over here, right, 8,200. Yeah, right over here. I was looking to build that position, right, very similar. I'm doing that in a very similar manner. By the way, for those of you who are on the seed program, on the risk management tool sheet that I provide you guys, I'm going to add another tab that allows you to zone in your position. So basically, you can pick a zone and divide it into 3 different areas that you're looking at, and you can basically get a good average buy depending on what average buy you want by just playing around with numbers. I'll explain to you guys in the video that I'll include with the sheet. So keep an eye out for that. Don't miss out on that. It's been very useful for me. I've been testing with it recently, and I use it successfully over here, and I'm using it right now here too. And it's, again, this is something to just reduce stress. Okay, can you be more optimal, and can you be more efficient with your entries and all? Of course, but in my opinion, it's not worth it, man. Look at the moves we're getting on Bitcoin. 20% from, wait, what was this move? Okay, yeah, 23%. Okay, when you're looking for these kind of moves, how do you want to get so nitpicky with your position, with your entries? No, do it the Mango way, do it the stress-free way. So yeah, I'll be including that on the sheet too, guys, on the tool sheet, along with the risk management calculator that you guys are getting. I will also be likely increasing the price of, I was supposed to increase the price of the seed program, and have not got into it yet, but yeah, I'll be doing that soon too. So for those of you who have been waiting, I've increased it once already, but as we keep releasing more stuff, we'll be increasing it until the program is finished. So for now, yeah, I'll be looking at this entire zone, guys. Let me go ahead and just mark it out for you guys quickly. Right, the zone. Okay, between the zone, I'll be looking to average a position in. I'm looking for a higher low over here, I may be completely wrong, and we may not actually come down here at all, which is why I got my first position at the very least. We may actually start making a move up from here. A lot of people are looking at this 9,600 to 9,500 region, right? I'm wondering whether we get front run, but that's not a good way to be trading, because if you start trying to counter trade everybody, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of the market a lot of times, because especially you can't be a trend trader and a counter trend trader. It's a time to be a counter trend trader, and we'll talk about that some other time. So now we've come down over here. We're living very close to a key level around 9,650. Again, 10 SMA on the daily, 12-hour 21 EMA. We also have 4-hour Kijun. We have 1-hour 200 moving average. We are seeing everything line up over there, right? So what I like to see now is we're going to go over to the oscillators and look for some bounce opportunities. Let's clear everything out, clear out the horizontals. And do we have any bearish divergence over here? And as you guys can see, we do have bearish divergence between this point over here and this point over here, but that, in my opinion, already played out. You saw, yeah, so yes, this actually did play out perfectly. This bearish divergence played out yesterday, met the measured move as well, met the target, put in a descending triangle. I was pointing this out in the seed. Yep, there's the horizontal, pointing this out in the seed just in the morning. Perfect descending triangle. And this is a testament to how headstrong you have to be as a trend trader, right? I'm seeing this descending triangle. I know we're going to have further continuation to the downside. I know we're going to get rejected on these higher lows, and I still hold on to my trade, right? I still hold on to my trade. I don't want to be cute. Similar to this area over here, guys. We broke down so perfectly. It was somewhere here, right? You guys remember, go watch the video, right over here somewhere. Yeah. If I put a horizontal right over here, another example for you guys. We broke down so perfectly over here. It was very likely that we have further continuation down in this area, right? After we broke here, it was very likely we have further continuation, but I did not get out of my position. I held, and thank God I held, right? Because look at what happened after. And a lot of people who got very bearish and were trying to counter trend only the freaking funding got wrecked. You don't want to lose your position just because, oh man, I don't want to get into that right now. But you just keep it simple and enjoy the trend while the trend is trending. And when the trend ends, you just get out of your position. Don't get greedy for every single goddamn percent. Again, forgive my French. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, we do have bullish divergence that played out on the 1 hour. By the way, did I say bearish divergence previously? If I did, I do apologize. I meant bullish divergence. I'm not sure why I would say bearish divergence. I meant bullish divergence between this point and between this point over here and this point over here, these points over here. We did have bullish divergence that already played out to the upside. Now that we already had our 1 hour bullish divergence, man, I almost said bearish divergence again. Now that we already had our 1 hour bullish divergence, I'd be looking for 4 hour bullish divergence. And let's go ahead and see that, because this morning somebody PM me and said, hey Shawn, we do have bullish divergence on the 4 hour, but I haven't had the chance to look at it yet. So give me a second. Let me turn off all of this mess over here. And I am not seeing it, actually. I'm not seeing it. Not sure what you're talking about, man. Are you looking at this point over here and this point over here? That's what he might be looking at. You could say that. We'll have to go ahead and change our settings for that. Make sure that we're using close. Okay, that's good. Okay, and yeah, we do have a chance of putting in bullish divergence. I almost said bearish divergence again. We do have a chance of putting in bullish divergence between this point over here and this point over here, depending on the candle closing, the next two candles actually. So what I want to see is, I want to see this candle close above. I want to see this candle close above this guy over here, above 9,714. So as long as this candle closes above its current low at the time of this recording, we will have a chance of putting in bullish divergence. And for that, we'll have to get confirmation from the next candle, and on the next few candles I'll want to see a tick above 9,896. okay, so let's say 9,900. If we tick to 9,700, that's going to be the big sign that, hey, yeah, this is going to have a 4 hour continuation to the upside. If we see that, okay, a high probability of that, a high probability. Nothing is for sure. So as of now, Bitcoin is still in a 4 hour downtrend. So you don't want to be trying to, depending on your strategy, of course, you don't want to be calling tops or bottoms ever. Okay, so yeah, we just have to be patient and see how all of this pans out. We may have that drive down. If you guys think back to yesterday's video, I didn't want to regurgitate all of that again, but we can do a quick recap on what we talked about in yesterday's video. I can turn on my horizontals. Actually, let's pull up the chart we played with yesterday. Was it Coinbase? We played with Bitfinex, right? We won Bitfinex. BTC USD. What am I doing? BTC USD, Bitfinex. Was it not Bitfinex that we were charting yesterday? I'm forgetting. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and... Was it Bitfinex or was it... GDAX? Was it Coinbase? It wasn't Coinbase. Okay, I think it was Coinbase. Okay, yeah, I think it was Coinbase that we were charting yesterday. So as you can see, we marked out our weekly levels, right? We use these candle closes away. Let's go ahead and delete everything, and we'll do it fresh. Okay, remove all drawings, and we can go ahead and mark out our horizontals. This guy over here, and this guy over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead to our daily and mark out that zone, this zone over here. Okay, and for this, I'm going to use a different color. I'm gonna use style. I'm gonna go white. Okay, and we can go ahead and mark out the lower zone too. Okay, so the white is our daily, the yellow is our weekly, and as you can see right now, we are plowing through one of our weekly levels, okay, but the week hasn't closed yet, okay. The next weekly level is right over here at around 9,500, but we do have a daily level coming in at 9,557 too, which is why this entire zone is important, guys. This entire zone is important. As long as we close the weekly above 9,550-ish. Let me go ahead and be a little bit more exact with this, because I don't want to give you guys wrong numbers. But anyways, you guys shouldn't be taking these numbers too literally. In fact, this is not the level, this is the level. On the weekly too, I would be going with this, okay. I'd be going with this. Come on, click. Okay. Oh, I'd be going with that. So this entire zone over here between 9,570 to 9,500 is your weekly zone level. Again, do not get too nitpicky with things. As long as Bitcoin closes the weekly above that, everything is fine. Yes, that is a $685 drop, like Andrew asked me. That's going to be a $900 drop, Shawn. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And as long as we're closing candles above that level on the weekly basis, we are completely fine. On the daily, we are looking at the top of the red box territory, remember. And what does that line up with? 9,600, 9,585. So again, we have a lot of confluence on that 9,585 level. A lot of people are going to be eyeing that zone over there. As a result, we are going to have a sort of magnetic property to it. There's going to be very, very little liquidity, okay, very little volume between this zone over here and this zone over here. Currently where we're sitting, actually there could be some support, but I'm looking for us to put a higher low anywhere above 9,520, and it's likely going to be at that 9,650-ish area, right? So that's where I'll be gunning for a higher low. Do I have to get the exact area? No, I don't. Not when I'm looking for such big numbers, and also not when I'm already sitting so well in profits. I have some leeway to play with, okay? I can kind of be use my profits to my advantage for the stress-free mindset. Okay, so that's essentially what we're looking at, guys. We do not want to close a daily below 9,550. We definitely do not want to close a weekly underneath that. If we do, then things will need to be reassessed. As for now, let's just be patient. Let's just do the mango way. The time for execution is again upon us. So a lot of the execution requires patience and calm mind, but it still requires some execution, right? Not FOMOing, not chasing the price, getting your entry in when the price actually does come down. It's going to feel a little scary. All of those little things, all those psychological things. Remember, there's three aspects to getting the trade right: direction, timing, and execution. Okay, all right, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. Not much more to talk about. Things are pretty simple, things are stress-free, things are the mango way. We have a key level over here coming up on the daily 10 SMA at around 9,650-ish, lining up with the 12-hour 21 EMA, lining up also with the 12-hour Tenkin and the 12-hour 21 EMA, also the 4-hour Kijun right over there. And yeah, that's enough for me, man. That's enough for me. We also have a chance for bullish divergence being put in place if things go according to plan. We discussed it earlier in the video. Go ahead and watch that if you guys are skipping on over to the end. For bullish divergence may or may not play out, but again, we do not want to front run a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence for that matter. Just wait for the signal. It will come if it does. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Throw it a like if you liked it, throw it a subscribe if you liked it even more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, do the mango way, do the stress-free way. Ciao.